Alright, let's see if this is working. This took a lot longer to set up than I had planned, but it'll be a short one. That's okay. It's just R-Type. We've all seen R-Type. I don't know if I've streamed R-Type before on Twitch. I know I haven't on YouTube. If I have on Twitch, which I feel like I probably have at some point, it was probably the TurboGrafx 16 version, which I love and play a lot. But the thing is, as time's gone on, I have less and less tolerance for like pan and scan. So like the little bit of vertical scrolling that the TurboGrafx PC Engine version has kind of like really bothers me now. That being said, it's still a really good game. It's not like I'm such a snob I wouldn't play it or whatever. In fact, that's like I said, I probably have. But yeah, that's why I decided to go with the arcade game this time. It'll be something different, probably hard as shit, and really cool, I'm sure. I do need to set up a turbo fire button. I forgot to do that. Man, my controller's not working somehow. There we go. This controller's got a really touchy USB connection. Okay, here we go. Credit in. Credito. So anyway, I started blasting. When I downloaded the marquee from this, which I got from KLOV, I don't know if you've ever been there, it's a great site for just indexing a bunch of games. I noticed that the marquee says Nintendo. I forgot that Nintendo published this arcade game in the US, which is interesting. Really interesting, since Nintendo did not receive R-Type at all. Sega got R-Type, NEC got R-Type, but Nintendo didn't. And it's not like Irem didn't publish games for the Nintendo, because they definitely did. They did like Image Fight, and Kung Fu Master, Kung Fu on the NES is like it was like a launch title, or practically. So yeah, I wonder what happened with R-Type exactly. I wonder what kind of. I feel like that almost seems disrespectful, or like would have been seen that way by those companies. So I'm curious. Anybody know? What I got. And I had to turn down the capture sound a lot because my mic is just really quiet. Can't make the mic louder, so it's just a really quiet broadcast. Turn up your shit. That's all I can suggest. Crank your shit when you watch my streams. Whoa, wait, that sounds really wrong. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna do all of the R-Types, or at least through R-Type Final. I don't have R-Type Final 2, and it's kind of expensive. I might pick it up. If it goes on sale again, I'll get it. I have it on my wish list. Um, I feel deceived by R-Type Final too. Anyway, you called the one before it R-Type Final. You called the fifth game R-Type Final. So, is it the final? Oh, and I won't be doing Super R-Type. As you know, Super R-Type is basically a shitty port of R-Type 2. I thought, people were just whining about the slowdown, which isn't even really that bad. But no, it's just kind of a mangled version of the game. Like when you get to the third level, which is the second level in the arcade game, because they added this extra level 0 basically to the Super Nintendo port, which is Super R-Type. Oh, this is the part I never know what the fuck to do. I always lose. By the way, I'm not good at this. Oh shit. This is the part where I like really struggle. Like I don't know how to get past this asshole. This is the game where I probably can't beat the default high score. R-Type 2 I probably can, so at least there's that. Man, I did crazy good by my standards on the first level, and now I'm just fucking it up big time. I'm a bitch. So yeah. So goddamn. So just to recap, it'll be R-Type 1 arcade, R-Type 2 arcade, R-Type Leo, which is just kind of a bonus game because I don't think it fits in the numbering system. Because R-Type 3 is surely the real R-Type 3, which we're also going to do. Big game. I want to do these all with score attacks. So games like R-Type 3 will be fantastically frustrating, and you'll only get to see a tiny bit of it. Tough shit. Also, R-Type 3 is not set up well for score attacks. It doesn't save your high score. I'll have to manually update it on the screen, so that'll be fun. But yeah, this game is awesome. I think I used to be able to get to the third level, so maybe with some work here, maybe with some work I can, maybe not. I make no promises. Oh, I should look to see what it takes to get on the board. How long is it going to take to roll back? Watch this gameplay demo. I'm bad enough at this where I could learn something from watching these. Maybe. Why is the demo playing so many old games like bad or like even unreasonable? Oh, I fucking just saw it there and I wasn't paying any attention. Whatever. We'll look after I play. this gun. The Twister. First boss is so easy. Here's where everything goes to shit. It's really, this level usually doesn't give me too much trouble, the boss sure does. I did not know the strategy. I'm going to try and probably just angle shot it with lasers instead of trying to figure out some way to do a charge shot or detached satellite or whatever the hell. Oh shit. I never noticed these fucking Metroids before. What's this? I'm just gonna do this a slow way. Fucking what? Maybe that doesn't work. Maybe you gotta get a. How do you get a charge shot in there now? Can you charge a shot with a disconnected satellite? I don't think I've ever even tried that. How the fuck does that work? Oh, that's gotta be some wild shit if that's the answer. Safe spot. Firing this instead. It just blinks and goes away instantly with me right here because it's like the The satellite itself is damaging it. Oh, look at that though. I'm taking out the things that would shoot at me. Holy shit. Is this exactly how it's done? Oh, that's exactly how it's done. Well, holy shit. That didn't take very long to figure out, did it? Nice, nice. Okay, okay. This is a true bona fide classic, by the way. Like, how could you not love this game, right? This part is where you fight a giant ship. This has a lot of... Oh, fuck. Whoa, that got me quick. This has a whole lot of flicker on the TurboGrafx version. PC Engine for any non-American viewers. Oh, fuck. Of course, the arcade game has no flicker or slowdown and just a massive fucking ship. This part you really have to go with the flow. If it's going up or down, you gotta move in where it's open. Hang back and move in where it's open, you know. Made it onto the board, which I'm happy about. Yeah, number 5. Okay. Okay. 75k being the minimum to get on the board right now. This isn't bleeding in from the TV. I'm almost getting more sound from the TV than the monitor, which is good in a way because there's a significant amount of input delay on the monitor. We're not talking a small amount. Fucking what? And yeah, after R-Type 2, I am going to do R-Type Leo, which is not part of the main series. A lot of R-Type fans don't even really recognize it because it doesn't play very much like an R-Type game, but it is a good shooter, I think, in my opinion. Like, not a great shooter, but it's a good shooter. I don't know. It was fun. It's something that maybe a lot of people haven't seen, so I'll just throw it in there. It doesn't matter what shot you take at all. It's all the same shit, because all you're going to do is blow this thing up with a couple of charge shots. Wicked easy. I don't know if any of y'all have seen Mega R-Type, but it's way cool. It's a really neat project. That Sega development kit, SGDK or whatever, has like reaped like really significant results, it seems like. There's some really cool projects out there. Mega R-Type is way up there. There's a demo out. I should download it and play it. Maybe I should check that out. It's 4 levels, which is, not the whole game or anything, but how far you see me making it? 3 levels so far. 4 levels. If the 4th level is the one with the little tiny shit that you have to shoot, the little dots or whatever that you have to shoot through, yeah, that pretty much is the brick wall for me. I think the first Japanese Hue card can take care of what I can play in this fucking game on 1 credit. And I only play shooters like on 1 credit generally, like I was saying. To me, it's just where the fun's at. It's what makes me get better at them. So yeah. R-Type's not like the hardest game in the world or anything. Making it through 3 or 4 levels is better than the 1 or 2 I do in a lot of games. Woo! Oh, this guy's a real fucking dick, isn't he? Let me get down there. Let me get down there. Not quite sure why my laser's not working, despite me holding down on the button, but there we go. Just need to move up a little bit. Makes it even easier. Ah, the old classic make it further, get a lower score. That's what I was doing last night on Border Down. Another game that is quite cool, despite me being bad at it also. I couldn't make it past the second level on that, but I'm starting to figure out the second level boss, so that's one we might have to swing back around to, because I think it's a really cool game. It has a very Taito-like feel to it, and you should know that I love Darius games like a whole lot. Played a whole lot of Darius games on Twitch, and play even more on YouTube. Oh, did I seal my fate? Did I lock myself into a grave? No, I did not. But I gotta get moving now. Oh, I moved in too quick on that. It's too aggressive. If I back up on that a little bit, that'll be even better. Also, I got an extra life at some point. Shit. Scheiße. That's fucking pissing me off. Oh, man. Uncool. Maybe I should have let that fucking go. Yeah, this time it detached and decided to not ruin my life. There we go. Oh, I fucking hate the game. I'm getting better at it though. I can tell. I can feel it. Yeah, this game is a classic because it's extremely fun and well designed. It's a really good one. I also love R-Type 2. I almost feel like R-Type 2 doesn't get enough love. I feel like people only ever talk about R-Type, and I mean, I kind of get it, like from a historical importance point of view or whatever, but like R-Type 2 is a really, really good looking game. Like it has really cool graphics, and it like hits all the same notes as far as like being fun as the original game. So I like it. I don't. Are there any bad R-Type games? There's a weird like strategy one I think that I've never played that might have been like on PSP or something. That's probably not a bad game. It's just probably not my bag. Um, Super R-Type is not great. Like I was saying, it's not like some terrible game. And in fact, at the time, I mean, you had some good shooters. You know, like I think Gradius 3 was out around the same time, and that's definitely a preferable game to me. And despite having even more slowdown, you might have even been getting into the area where Axelay was around, and Axelay is a much better game. A much better game. But I do think you had better options for shooters, but if you love shooters, there were still few enough to where you might have wanted to pick Super R-Type up. And also, it's all kind of beside the point after R-Type 3, where they actually showed some like legit love for the Super Nintendo and gave it an original title, like canon main entry sequel, that I think pretty much everyone agrees is a good game. R-Type 3 is pretty cool. Interesting and good use of Mode 7 and like line scroll effects in that game too. Like it actually looks like has some pretty cool like 3D stuff and rotational stuff. The fourth main game, R-Type Delta, on PlayStation 1, is also a really good looking and very cool game. And one of the absolute best shooters on PS1, one of the very best PS1 exclusive shooters, especially behind only Einhander, I would say, and maybe G Darius. Shit. I died on the first screen because I had forgotten about G Darius, and I deserve that. Gonna have to warm back up again, clearly. Also, again, if this doesn't look perfectly smooth in the video feed here, it's the capture. It's a shitty capture card. Game's perfectly smooth in the emulation. I'm running it under Final Burn Neo, if that matters to anyone. I have not noticed any glitches in any ARM games on Final Burn Neo. I think they all run perfectly. Although the old computer, it struggled with some of them. I had a pretty shitty time when I streamed in the hunt. I think like a Windows update started in the background or something. It was horrible. Won't be a problem anymore, and maybe I should redo In the Hunt. I mean, it's a really good game, so it deserves a better stream than I fucking gave it on Twitch. Just won't fucking die, will it? Dose of what I already have. Don't go there at the beginning. Just don't. Just don't. Just don't. Like, you just learn that lesson. You're doing totally great on this level. It's not a hard level otherwise. That's the thing about R-Type, is it's not hard except for the little parts that are. The frequent little parts that are. They'll get you. It's not a bullet hell shooter. Everything's big and slow. But you gotta think it out ahead of time, or you'll get smushed in one way or another. It's a very different kind of shooter than what we usually see nowadays. And I think that's what bummed people out with R-Type Leo, because it wasn't. It was more exactly like the kind of shooter you saw all the time right around that time. So that is, that's what that is. I can hang out back here. I did it last time. That was the move, and then move up. And then switch my satellite also to the back. It's still pretty dangerous. Those things don't fucking, the satellite's not going to block their shots. So, still kind of a shit deal. Oh, fuck. Got just a little bit too low, but you want to move real aggressively up there to get towards the top, so you know you're not in the normal firing range of those stupid flame shots. So, another thing learned, a little bit further I'll get next time. And that's all that level is, man. Just get up there and then blow it up from the other side. That's it. That's the whole fucking thing. I didn't pay attention to the list. Where did that put me? Like second place or something? I'm trying to figure out how much of the sound is from the outside and how much is not. Alright, one quick break and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I'm absolutely certain I can beat this game's high score. I just don't know that I'll be able to do it tonight. But it is tantalizing right there. I'm at 149,000. Default high score is 174,500. I'm about to beat the third level. When I do, I'd probably be sitting at 200k. I really realistically think that's about where it would be. Ooh. Man, the first screen is a lot hairier than I remember it being. But okay. Oh god. So there is just stuff back there. fucking this up. Okay, just one more good one, right? There you go. I can't believe it's only 2 charge shots. It seems just silly. Just silly. I was able to get right in there last time, but I'm not going to trust that to happen this time. I'm going to do this the easy way. Let him go in and then follow myself down there. Yeah, it's right on the money. Right on the money. Easy mode right here. Looks scary, but I'm making it. You can almost hear the scraping. Man. I can take out at least one of those guys early. Holy shit. Ah, fucking damn it. Fucking fuck you, game. Fuck you, eat shit. That needed to be backwards, like, badly. I did that the wrong fucking way. Oh shit, yeah, that cuts right through those like it's not there. failed to take out that target above me, and there's just no way to fake that shit. This is my new high score, but damn, I didn't really do all that well on this particular level. I know what I need to do, but man, knowing and doing are just way different things here. It's so hard. Did I just tie the high score? Is that really what happened? I'm infuriated here if I did. Is this some sick joke to you? Oh no, I beat it by like a good 1,400 points. That's solid. Oh man, I'm the champion now, even if just by barely. Even if just by... I know I can beat that level though. It pisses me off. I know I can do it. I'll try for about another, I don't know, half hour or so. What do you say? I think that's the 4th level though. This right here. And this level, it's so hard. It's so hard. It would take me so much practice to get good at it. This is, I mean, probably like a really good way to go, keeping the satellite separate and working with it on something like this, but, I'm a coward. I can't do that. Alright, away we go. But basically, yeah, if you want to know what it takes to beat the high score on R-Type, it's exactly what I did right there to beat the default high score. That's about exactly how far you have to make it. So, like, do really well to get to the 3rd level, and then on the 3rd level, just kind of beef it, like, around the halfway point. Yeah. Wouldn't pass the halfway mark and just die there every time. Oh shit. What a ridiculous place to die. You know, this is like how it always works though, right? If you get a good run, the one after that is a joke. Table Pop. If you're old enough to be enjoying R-Type, you know the experience of just moving and having a bunch of stuff in your body like snap, crackle, and pop. I'm sure. What kind of fiber solutions y'all using? Yeah, that's the weird fucking thing about watching Mike Matane. That's why one of the reasons why I moved over to YouTube. I was just thinking, this can't possibly be my audience. Because he talks about shit that seems totally normal to me. Someone who's like, I think I'm 1 year older than him. Maybe 2. Like, yeah, he talks about like Three's Company and shit. Like, the kids on Twitch do not know what the fuck he's talking about. They have no clue what Three's Company is. They have no clue what the old Batman TV show is that he talks about. Like, they don't know what any of that is. They didn't grow up with any of that. You know, syndication of things from the 60s, 70s, 80s. Just a different world. But the other thing I've noticed about YouTube, though, is it tends to skew like very European in the English-speaking retro gaming space. So that's kind of strange. I don't really know anything about European games. I'll try to give some a shot at some point. I will say, and I'm not trying to like diss an entire continent or anything, because I know there's a lot of variety there. But a lot of times when I play like the type of action games that I play, when they're like European developed for like, you know, like 3rd and 4th gen consoles, they tend to be frustrating to me in a bunch of different ways, even though they also tend to have really beautiful art, so I'll say something positive about them too. But man, their idea of what's normal in like platforming and like run and gun type games is wild to me. The Europeans love R-Type. That's one thing I know. Every computer they had got it. Everybody played it. They got some really good ports, I think. I'm not sure if that's true on everybody's format of choice, but I think some of them got some really good ports. I think the Amiga port of R-Type's pretty famously good. And I watched Engelbart's video on it, and it seemed pretty cool. You know, not better than the TurboGrafx version, but like cool though. The Master System port's pretty good too, especially for like, yeah, an 8-bit console. It's nice. So TurboGrafx is 8-bit also. Yeah, it's a 4th gen console. You know what I'm really saying here. I'm actually talking about generations, not idiotic, arbitrary stuff like register size. No, other side. That's the whole idea. No! I'm so frustrated with this bullshit. Oh god. I think I was on the right track, though. I think I just needed to stay up and to the right. I was very much on the right track. Furthest I made it yet. Woot woot. Follow that right into hell. I hate you, fucking game. It's like they really want to stick it to the front. Like that's super fucking important to them that it go on the front, even though that's clearly not what I want. How do I hit this thing? Extremely phallic looking fucking thing that comes out of it. Okay, I gotta start moving in. There we go. That's how you do it. Well, shit. I didn't know it was gonna be that kind of party. I'd have just stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes. I'm up there. Come on. And best I did is not highest I scored, as you can see. That's how that shit works out. Oh, man. Yeah, see, I should definitely play the Mega R-Type demo. I can only play 4 levels of this shit anyway. A bit of ways of practice for making it to the 5th, I'm sure. This is a game that almost anyone could make it further if they'd practice on 1 credit. This is probably one of the best places to tell people to start playing shooters. I think I maybe had disagreed with someone on that before, and I'm sorry if I did. Because you know what? This is probably a really good game for it, considering like the progress arc on it and like how it's a very predictable game. You can, I mean, a lot of things can happen, but you know, a lot of things are always happening. But you can like definitely like control those circumstances by moving a certain way and stuff, getting the certain power-ups, and firing a certain way at a certain time. All that shit matters. It's also, you know, a true classic and everyone kind of loves it. So, yeah, if you want to get into shooters, play R-Type. 1 credit. Give it a shot. Start playing it. You'll have a really hard time at first, I'm going to tell you. It's going to be hard. You're going to die a lot. Doesn't matter. Games are fun. Just play it to have fun. And just keep trying, and like you'll find yourself making it further through the frustration. It's really rewarding. These are exactly like why you play shooters. If you can't get into this, maybe like try like a classic overhead shooter, like Raiden or something. And you know, if you can't enjoy anything like that, then maybe shooters just aren't your deal. But like, I used to always recommend Blazing Lasers to people, also known as Gunhead. That game on TurboGrafx PC Engine is just it's very easy at first. There's a very slow difficulty arc. It's really challenging at the end. It's good, like a really good game. It's fun stuff to see. It's really it just plays well, and I think that's something that anyone could enjoy. Also, good starting point. should not have moved. What a dumbass thing to do. Can't believe I survived that, but okay. You say so, game. If you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. I'm trying not to be stupid this time, and hey look, see how that worked out for me. This level's a trip though, man. This is a hard-ass fucking bunch of nonsense. It fucking does twirly-dirly circles to make sure it sticks to my front, doesn't it? Except for when I want it to. I mean, that's a whole different scenario, you know. Look how quick I took that shit down. Now they know how to do it. Knowing how to do it makes all the difference, doesn't it? Not preferable, Adam. Well, maybe it is, actually. Let me not knock it until I try it. I'm shocked by some of the shit I'm pulling off here. It'll be a one-time only affair, I'm sure. I really do like the Twister, actually. That's the gun. That's the one to use here. Should have just rode with it. Should have just said, hey, it's got to be on the back right now. That's what the game's saying. It's not giving me an option. So just rode that shit out. Shouldn't have been picky. Gonna be on the back. Fuck it. You say it's got to be on the back, boss. It's got to be on the back. Totally right when I didn't want to switch that. Not really super cool with this anymore. I don't know what I'm shooting or what I gotta shoot, but I'm trying. Oh! What a stupid way to die. Oh man, that makes me want to play a lot more. This game's great. It's R-Type. You knew that. You already knew it was great. I'm not telling you anything. You're not learning anything here today. We're playing R-Type. You know, I do wish that the Nintendo had gotten this on port, though. I feel like Tengen could have made that happen. Like, I feel like that's something we just barely didn't get, you know what I mean? I mean, I know it wouldn't have looked as good on the NES. Everybody knows that. But it could have played as well, maybe even better. It's pretty amazing what the old Nintendo could pull off. If you haven't seen the Famicom game Rekka, check that out. This is the first non-PlayStation Direct stream that I ever did on Twitch was Rekka. And then I did a bunch of other like caravan shooters like that. Summer Carnival. Gonna do like maybe like one or two more before I shut this down. Turn off. I got to do a save state, shut it down, and then turn off that turbo fire. I got to remind myself all this stuff, or I won't do it. Save state, turbo fire, and I didn't check for a save state before I started this because, like I said earlier, new computer. This game, I do not think that the high score table saves, and I'm certainly not gonna like try and bank on that being a fact when I doubt that it's true. I bet save states work with it though. It's pretty simple old arcade hardware. It's about like a Neo Geo or something. Although, keep in mind, this was 1987, so this was high-tech. Ah! First level death. What a waste. What did I say about high scores? Anytime I get a high score, I die after it. It's because I'm chatting and I'm thinking about something else. Yeah, just put up a high score. I'm hot shit now. Beat my high score by 5,000 points. Didn't make it to a new level though. I'm not gonna downplay that. So I also missed a power up here, which means I'm gonna get the weird straight shot power up after this. I wonder why that's the case too. The power up cycling if you don't grab them. Oh god. Oh dear god, I'm not gonna get anything because I'm gonna be dead. Yeah, once one thing gets thrown off on a level for me, everything gets thrown off. Like, this is just a mess. I'm starting in the middle of the level. Shit's all wild. attempt. Yeah, this would have been an eye-catching game in 1987 for sure, and there were a lot worse-looking arcade games around it, mostly. This kind of right before Gradius or right after? I think this game looks quite a bit better than Gradius, in my opinion. Similar hardware and stuff, but like, this is a cut above, I think, just artistically. I like it better as a game, too. Which is funny to say. I mean, I really like Konami shooters a lot, but first couple Gradius games are... I really like the third one on Super Nintendo, which is weird. Because it has a shit ton of slowdown. I like Life Force on Nintendo a lot because that was something I grew up with. And I like the Proteus games because they're magical and fantastical. They're also really good games. And I like Gradius 5 because it's one of the best shooters ever made. But, yeah. It's interesting, yeah. Generally speaking, I would say I like R-Type games better than Gradius games almost, but Gradius got that whole, you know, one of the best shooters ever made thing going on, which is real fucked up. Quite in the R-Type games compared to it, even in my opinion. It's also Treasure's best shooter. I don't care what you think about that, either. Oh yeah, I killed that thing finally. Holy hell. you know, I need to play the Cotton games on Saturn as well. Those are fantastic games. And they really kind of show off what the Saturn's good at, in my opinion, like 2D wise. They have just about every kind of graphical effect you can imagine with 2D, like 2D, 3D elements, kind of 2D as 3D type shit. What? When your movement speed gets a little too high, things can get a little rough there, you know? It's a little frustrating. Frustrating. Oh yeah, I should have dealt with that shit down there first. That was dumb of me. What? 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 I got suckered there at the end, so I'm not quite sure about that part, but I made some really dumb mistakes before that, so frustrating. Oh shit, I guess I better wrap it up there. I want to keep going, but I mean, it's R-Type. Of course I want to keep going. But you know what? Pretty soon, R-Type 2. That's more R-Type. Followed by R-Type Leo. That's even more R-Type. Followed by R-Type 3, the actual third game. Then R-Type Delta, the actual fourth game, R-Type Final, I guess, probably. The fifth game. I don't know that I'll do R-Type Final 2, though, like I said. I don't have it. So, probably move on to a different series then. Other upcoming series include Ridge Racer and Virtua Fighter. I don't know which of those I'm going to do first, though, and which particular ports I'm going to go for on which, but I can tell you that it won't be complete series of either. It'll just be some hand-picked titles. Anyway, if you like action games, you know, like and subscribe, all that. And thank you for watching. Have a good evening.